Are you converting all of your leads and getting your one-time visit clients on weekly recurring service? For those that don't know, my name is Justin. I am the owner of a 7-figure pooper scooper company in the DFW area. And last month we had our first 6-figure month. And because of recurring clients, we'll do that or more this month. And today I want to talk about remarketing. Are you getting a lot of leads that are just, tire kickers? They're just trying to find out what the cost is, what it entails, and then they need to talk to their significant other if they want the service or not, and you never hear back from them. Or you get the clients that call and they say, well, we haven't picked up in probably 6 months or a year. Actually, they say last week. And so they just want a one-time visit, right? Where they need you to come out, get it all back under control, where they can manage it, and then they're gonna do it themselves, so they say. For this, you're going to need a really good remarketing campaign. You need to be tracking all the leads that come in that don't convert to a client at all, right? And you need to be sending them drip campaigns, right? There's a lot of softwares out there that you can use for this. If you don't have money to pay for softwares, you can always use a pen and a pad and keep track of it. But you wanna make sure that you are emailing them, at least once every few weeks, maybe even send them text messages if they agree to it, and just send them offers, 20% off this month, a free visit, free deodorizer, give them special incentives that make them want to sign up for your service. They're a little weary of it, they've never heard of the industry, they've never heard of you, and so you want to give them some type of offer that allows you to add them to a good CRM like Swoop and Go, where they can log in, see all the things that they can do. They can add pictures and information of their dogs, the dog's birth dates. They can add pictures and info of their yard. They can get on the way notifications. And so just seeing that sometimes really helps convert them, because it lets them see how easy it is and how they can track everything, and shows that you're a real company that they want to do work with. Also, getting out there that first time, even if it's a free visit, knocking on the door, letting them see your smiling face, see how happy you are to have them as a client, pet the dogs, love the dogs, throw the ball, play fetch a little bit, and then really clean up the yard, right? If there's any trash in the yard, all the poop, if there's toys around the yard, put it on the porch for them. Pick up everything in the yard. Leave it looking way better than it did when you got there. And get a welcome bag. We offer our clients welcome bags with branded tennis balls and poop bag dispensers, a nice welcome bag with a pamphlet about all of our other services, about giving them a free lock, things like that. That really helps convert them to where they're like, we want to keep using you for a long time because this first service was amazing, right? And then make sure that you're following up and asking for a Google review. That's also going to help you with the leads that come in. You can say, hey, go check out our Google reviews, see what our clients are saying about us. You're going to love our service. One of your biggest remarketing campaigns, other than following up with leads that haven't converted to a paying client, is converting your one-time visit to a recurring service, right? These are already somebody that has been in your system. They've already talked to you. They've already met you. They've already seen what great job you do in their yard and how much you care, right? You've already probably spent the time and effort getting them as a client, or you've paid money with a Facebook ad or a Google ad to get this person, right? They've already paid you money. They're already a client. So you really need to be focusing on getting them on recurring visits, right? In our industry, we strive for recurring visits. That's what keeps us going. That's what keeps the doors open. That's what keeps everybody working and having a job, is those recurring visits, right? The $100 one-time visit might sound great to you. Even a $200 visit, if it's been a long time since they cleaned up, those are great, right? But getting that $80 to $100 recurring monthly invoice every single month for the next 3, 4, 6 years, that's what you want in your company. Those are the ones that you want to be really remarketing to. Luckily, a good CRM helps you track that pretty easily. You can go through and filter clients that you've done service for that don't actively have a recurring service at this time, right? It'll pull up their name, their email address, their phone number. You can get a CSV, throw it into Excel and track it. You can throw that CSV into MailChimp, something like that. but you really want to be offering them specials for signing up for recurring service, right? If they called you, the main one we get for a one-time visit is they call you and they say just what I mentioned earlier, is we've gotten really behind. Maybe they were sick. Maybe they've been dealing with family issues. They got, a sickness in the family, and it really just, they want a clean yard. They care about their dogs, but they're embarrassed to say they haven't touched it for a few months. And they promise that once you get them back on track and you get the yard clean enough where they can handle it, they're gonna start scooping it on a daily basis or a weekly basis themselves, and they don't need you anymore. In my experience, that doesn't last very long. So I would tell you, for your remarketing to that, is wait at least, a week is all right, but at least 2 weeks, wait about 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the most, but reach out to them and just have a nice, maybe even a funny way of being like, hey, it's been a couple weeks since we came out and did your one-time visit. Are you guys keeping up with it? Have you been able to get out there and clean up the poop regularly? Or has life just gotten in the way? That works for us, I'd say 90% of the time. A lot of times you get the chuckle out of them. They're like, oh my gosh, thank you for calling, but because you're right, we haven't touched it. We got a clean yard, and then we just forgot about it again. We got baseball games, soccer games, school events, we just forgot about it. Yes, how much was your recurring visit? And am I gonna have to pay for that one-time visit again? Dude, this is where you got them. They're ready, right? Let them know, no ma'am, no sir. That one-time visit was just that one time because it had been so long since it's been cleaned up and you weren't signing up for recurring services. If you want to get on a recurring route, we're not even gonna charge you for the first visit. We're not gonna charge you an initial cleanup cost, right? We've already done the big cleanup. Now we're getting you in, we're getting you on a weekly recurring service. So I'll have my guy out there tomorrow. We're gonna get your yard cleaned up, and we'll be out there every single week on the same day. And it's only gonna cost you X amount. Whether you're charging $60 a month for one dog, $80 a month, $100 a month, whatever it is, right? They're gonna be happy with it. They just paid you $150 or $200 for one visit, and now they're gonna get 4 or even 8 visits if they're on twice a week for, whatever it is, $60 to $100 a month, $120 that you're charging. They're gonna love it, but they're not gonna think about you again, right? The poop is in the backyard. It's out of sight, out of mind. You've cleaned up, they're thankful for it, but they're just not thinking about it anymore, right? They might not think about it until 6 months from now when it's built up again. And now you're gonna have to charge them another initial fee. That might be another $150, which is great for you, but it's bad for them, right? You gotta go clean up all this mess, which is also gonna take you more time and more effort. So you really need to be focusing on following up with your one-time visits at most 3 weeks after you do that cleaning. Don't let it get really bad to where you have to charge them another higher rate. Don't let it get really bad where it's gonna take you another 30 to 45 minutes to an hour to clean it, right? You wanna be able to get in and out in 10 to 20 minutes, and then every single week you're in and out in 4 to 6 minutes is our average time, and you have them for life, the life of their dog, really. Our clients, I have clients who've been with us for 7 years, and a lot of those were one-time visits that we reached out to 2 or 3 weeks later, and we just, kind of jokingly said, have you guys been doing it, or did life get in the way? And 4 out of 5 times, they laugh back and they say, no. How'd you know? we haven't touched it. We've just been so busy. And you just tell them, say, that's totally fine. There's no judgment here. That's why I started this company. People aren't lazy. They're just busy. They have a lot going on, and they see the front of their house more than they see the back of their house, right? And so it's totally normal for you to have forgotten about it and for you to put it on the back burner. That's why we're here. I'm gonna add you to the route. It's gonna be much less than it was the first time I saw you. And we're gonna be there every single week. And you're never gonna have to worry about the dog poop again. So please, if you have clients, if you've had leads come in, try these techniques. Let us know how it worked out for you. join PSM because that's where a lot of these classes are at, teaching you and showing you videos, pictures, word for word, even scripts of what you need to be saying to clients. They're all in PSM, right? It's made and there for you to learn, add to your business, and grow a real running, self-sustained business for you and your family. Your kids could take it over later on, but you really need to get in there. You really need to be watching it. And please, if you're in this, get your tickets to ScoopCon, right? I don't get anything for you going other than I will be there. I will get to meet you, shake your hand, talk to you face to face, and give you a lot more info than I can give you on these short videos. Get to ScoopCon. We're in Idaho in May. We're gonna be there, right? Erica's gonna be there, William's gonna be there, I'm gonna be there, my wife's gonna be there. Bring your wife, bring your significant other, and let them talk to a spouse and how they handled starting this business and growing this business. Get there. And while you're doing that, of course, subscribe to this channel, turn on your notifications. We're putting out a lot of videos. I've got more coming, and I wanna cover everything that I know so that I can teach you. And I wanna hear, whenever you're at $1 million status, I want to hear that you got it from this channel, right? That you learned everything that you know and that you put it into place and it works for you and you're making $1 million a year scooping poop because of Poop Scoop Millionaire and the Scoop Start channel on YouTube and in the PSM group. And it would be amazing to me, and it's all I'm asking for with this. We've got a ton of videos coming out. We're trying to cover everything that you might run into along the way and literally give you a roadmap of what you need to be successful in this business and get to a 7-figure yearly mark. Heck, I'd love to get you the 7-figure on a monthly mark. So watch these videos and let's freaking do it. And of course, if you love this video, you really need to check out Erica's latest video on how to price those one-time visit and initial cleanups. Go check it out. She does a very good job at explaining this and giving you real numbers to use in your business. Check it out, and I'll see you on the next video.